Hey, what's up? It's me, just some guy on the internet. And today, we're going to be looking at fake animated stories. Son of a... We've got hit classics such as my experience as being the smartest 10-year-old in the world. My eyes are cursed. Don't look at me. And of course, how could we forget Sister has world's greatest IQ. She uses it for destruction.
A few months ago, I lived the normal life of an average teen. You know, get up, go to school, do homework.
Shoot laser beams out of my cursed eyes. You know, everyday normal things.
Hi, my name is Gary. Do not forget to like this video.
I'm sorry, Gary, but I have amnesia.
Hey, Mom, would you be okay if I took my camera out and did a little exploring? My mom smiled and said, sure, just be careful.
I feel like I just need to point out that your mother has a lovely voice.
Just be careful. Just be careful.
Just be careful.
I was so deep in thought that I did not realize that I had walked into a small forested area.
You didn't realize that you had walked into a forest because you were lost in thought. How deep in thought were you? That doesn't even make any sense. Well, at least it wasn't traffic he walked into while being blinded by his thoughts.
I was so deep in thought that I did not realize.
It's just lazy writing. We need this character to be in a forest. Well, how did he get there? Did he have a reason to be in a forest? Nah, he just got lost in thought. It makes no sense!
Along the way, I took pictures of squirrels, birds, and butterflies.
Now this might be just a little nitpicky, but is it just me, or does the camera's animation not match the animation of the rest of this video even a little bit? It's like they just took a camera PNG and threw it in there.
It was not long before I came upon a small logged cottage.
This story seems like it's just turning into Hansel and Gretel, but with extra steps and more cameras. But at least he's taking pictures of the witch's house from a safe distance.
I pressed my hand against the dusty window and peered inside. My eyes caught the glimmer of something on the wooden table. Is that a camera?
Yeah, that's my question too, because it's kind of weird that there's a camera on this table in a cottage that you were taking pictures of in an abandoned forest that you accidentally walked into because you were thinking too hard. What a crazy coincidence. I'm not sure what all of this has to do with his eyes being cursed and us not looking at him, but I don't know, let's just roll with it for now.
On the table next to the camera were 3 packs of film. Each pack held 8 films.
At this point, I'm convinced that this entire story is just going to be about how he sees some things on the camera that he wishes he never saw because they're mildly disturbing, and that way they can justify the title of "My eyes are cursed, I can never unsee this," and make it some kind of true story. Just a hunch.
I was unable to try out my new camera until a few days after.
Oh yeah, man, I hear ya. It really sucks when you have to wait to test out your stolen property.
My new camera.
Stop right there, criminal scum.
So I'm going to speed run you through this part of the video. He goes to the grocery store and starts taking pictures of strangers, as one does with a stolen or found camera. Then people in his city start randomly dying. The catch is, the people that are dying are the people that he was taking pictures of. Ooh, spooky! And definitely real. Sorry, I spoke for way too long there. Let's get back to our poorly animated episode of The Twilight Zone. I mean, whatever this is.
They were all there. Every person that had died. I had pictures of them. This was just a coincidence. How could a camera be the cause of these deaths? I used a marker to cross off the people who had died. I placed my hand over my mouth in shock as I realized that the deaths took place in the order of how their pictures were taken.
You're probably wondering why I'm outside now. Well, after watching whatever that was, I decided it was a good idea to get some fresh air.
Just then, my mother shouted for me to come quickly, and she showed me the news channel.
Your mom's kinda cute. Maybe I should take a picture of your dad, if you know what I mean.
My dad died a few months ago.
Perfect.
We have just received word that employees and customers at Marigold's financial institution are being held hostage.
I thought this was going to be a Hansel and Gretel inspired story, but it turns out it was just written by somebody who watched the Death Note anime once.
Taking 8 people hostage at this daycare center. The suspect has been found dead inside.
I needed to get rid of the camera, and quick. I grabbed the camera and ran into the forested area. I searched for the small logged cottage, but I couldn't find it.
That's convenient that the mysterious cottage in the enchanted forest where you found the cursed camera magically disappeared. What a crazy and definitely true story! It's summarizing time, because between watching this video and the constant ads and hitting my head off the desk earlier, I'm pretty sure I'm developing an aneurysm. He tried to get rid of the camera, but his sister ended up finding it and started taking pictures of her own. And the people that she took pictures of, you guessed it, also died. She also took a ton of selfies with her and her mom, and also pictures of her brother. So yeah, the mysterious camera magic means they're all going to die now. Also, his dad, who died earlier in this video, turns out he had his picture taken all those years ago with, you guessed it, this camera. And the closing note that they leave this video on is to not trust people taking your picture with a Polaroid camera.
Be wary of people who approach you with Polaroid cameras.
Despite the fact that it's not even a Polaroid camera used in this video. I'm dead. I'm dead. This video killed my spirit and my soul, and now I'm dead. I wish after watching this somebody would take my picture with that cursed camera so that I can forget I ever had to watch this thing. At the end of the video, he does this little call out to ask if the original owner of the camera is out there and if he could get in contact with him using the comments section below so that maybe he can find a way to not die.
To the young man who took my dad's photo, please let me know how to contact you. Leave your information in the comments. I have so many questions to ask you.
This is one of the most painful videos I've ever sat through in its entirety. They just kept padding for time, and then when I was like, they're gonna pad for more time, they padded for more time. They had him just walk around in the forest. They told a
All the world's a stage, and you and I merely players.
I lose my self-restraint. I think we don't